Mark Reagan here. I'm a hypnotist and hypnotherapist, and I'm here to talk to you today about how hypnosis can help you perform at your best when it matters most, so you can really be that high achiever that you are. In my previous videos, I've talked a little bit about stress and mindset and self-confidence, and all of those things are things that hypnosis can help you with and develop. Something like performance anxiety. With hypnosis, we can basically remove that performance anxiety to start replacing it with those feelings of self-confidence. I can work with people so that they can get past something like a fear of failure. One of my favorite aspects of it, though, is really working with people to get in that zone of peak performance. And it's not just something for athletes. Everyone can experience peak performance and start performing at that higher level. You could be a salesperson working with clients or presenting to potential ones. You could be a musician who wants to be on stage. You could be someone who's already a very high achiever and really just wants that little extra edge. With hypnosis, one of the things you can do with it, that I do with my clients all the time, is we can bring up certain feelings. We can bring up those feelings of success. We can bring up that feeling of what it's like to be in that zone so that you can use it when you want to use it. Not just have it happen randomly, but we can attach that feeling to a gesture. This is very similar to what you would do, or what happened rather, with Pavlov and his dogs. You've probably heard of them. They were running some experiments, and then the researchers noticed that when they would bring them food, the dogs would already be salivating. They'd ring their dinner bell, the dogs would start salivating. They kept doing that even if there wasn't any food. They had attached that feeling, that action or response of salivation, to a stimulus. And we can do the same thing with hypnosis for bringing someone into that zone, that feeling of what it really feels like for them to be at their best. And we can start it as something that they can trigger when they wanted to. It's usually attached to like a gesture. Of course, with the intention that it's going to become something that happens unconsciously. Your unconscious mind is incredibly powerful. And there are plenty of things that it's doing, even right now as you're watching this video, that you don't have to manage or worry about at all. You probably, until a moment ago, weren't thinking about how you're breathing as you breathe in and out. You probably weren't thinking about your blinking or your heart beating. All of those things happen unconsciously. That's how you want peak performance to be. You don't want to be up here in your head worrying about what's going on. Instead, you want to be in the moment, focused, free from distractions, so that you can be at your best. And free from distractions, it doesn't mean that there aren't any distractions. If there's an audience that you're speaking to, or playing a match with people in the stands, there's always potential distractions. But with hypnosis, we can make you more focused. And part of that being in that area of peak performance or that zone is usually that intense focus. You might have heard it being called a flow state, because that's kind of what it feels like. And usually after you finished that game, that performance or whatever, it usually feels like it's gone by very, very quickly, which is also something we see in hypnosis. Usually when I bring a client out of hypnosis, they've been under for 45 minutes, maybe an hour. For them, it usually feels like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Is being in that flow state. In that flow state, it's a trusting state. And hypnosis can help bring you there, to help beat that performance anxiety, to help make you more confident, to make sure you get in that zone of peak performance, not just that random happenstance, but when you really need to be. If you want to schedule sessions, I'm here in Denver, Colorado to see me in person, or we can do sessions remotely over a service like Skype and Zoom as well. I love working with people so that they can really perform at their best when it matters most, because we're all capable of performing better, of increasing that level of performance and increasing that level of achievement to really thrive under pressure. And it's just something I absolutely love working with people for. So if this is something that might interest you, feel free to contact me. Give me a call at 720-382-0223 for your free performance evaluation, or if you want to schedule it, go ahead and just email me at mark@markreagan.com. And of course, you can always learn more at my website, markreagan.com.